Hey guys. All right. So, I literally I almost forgot that it was Monday and I was going to do this tonight. Gonna try to share it, so hang on. Oh, I don't have any money, Scott. Hang on. Sorry, Scott was asking if I could put some money on checking card, but hasn't hit yet, so. All right. Just gonna share the live real quick. Anyway. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm just sharing this real quick. We have quite a bit of stuff to cover. I wanted to talk about our gardens and that kind of thing real quick. Well, I say it real quick, but yeah, that just looks weird. Whatever. My stomach's making weird noises. I've actually been feeling kind of funny tonight. I'm not sure why. All right. All right, sorry guys. All right, so keep saying that. Gardens, garden 2026 garden. I'll be honest, I haven't really gotten that far. I really have not. I've had a bit of an issue lately. I have had problems with myself, with emotion, with um just just a lot of just dealing with myself issues. And finally, I think I'm finally working through those. Here we go with people on and off, on and off. I don't know what the deal is with that. You know, I'm not going to apologize for what I talk about. I'm just not. I'm going to be honest with you guys about things, and if you don't like it, I don't have to tell you. I really don't. I I don't have it all put together. I'm struggling, and I'll be the first one to tell you that. We're literally slowly working on things. It's not easy, it's not quick. I'm sorry about that. I haven't been doing any outside videos. I haven't been doing much outside. I have been very down lately. I've been working on myself, and it's been a process. Tomorrow we are going to get outside and start working on our garden. So, um, I haven't really figured out our garden beds. I know what I'd like to do. Uh, I know what we need to do. I'm hoping, that we can actually accomplish it. So, like I said, we're struggling, and I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Uh, yeah. I know I showed you guys the outline that I did. Again, I haven't had a chance to really go over and try to figure out gardens. I need to uh yeah, I need to figure out money as far as seeds and stuff goes. Like I said, we're just almost having to pretty much take it one day at a time. And things are slow here. I know a lot of you guys look at the channels that are, oh, well, you guys are really getting stuff done, yada, yada, yada. We're trying. I've had a lot of problems from the get-go. Like, I was very emotionally down and I don't even know how to describe it. Depressed. Yeah, for quite a while. And it's just been recently that it's just been recently that I have had some breakthroughs. Um, it's kind of hard to explain with all the things that have been kind of at play with what's been going on with me. Uh, no, it's nothing to where I would be going to the doctor or a psychologist or anything like that. And I will not get on prescription meds. I just won't do it. I am still adamant about the whole all natural thing. I've been very down, very depressed because I'm really struggling with my ambition, my energy, my uh the problems that I've had like with energy and ambition, I do think have stemmed from depression that I've had. Um I'm going to be looking at starting a new uh hopefully something that will help me lose weight and get myself more under control that way. I have had so many issues with it. My weight has just been going up and down, up and down, up and down. And I mean, I haven't been doing myself any favors because I haven't been getting out and going for walks, and I need to, and I know that. I have a really hard time getting up at a decent time to be able to fit everything in that I need to. And it's getting cold again. I'm just gonna have to take a deep breath and just do what I need to do. And this is the part that's been hard. I'm struggling, but I'm working on it. So anyway, so as far as the garden goes, gonna be working on like getting more seeds, that kind of thing. I was gonna tell you guys like, hey, I just ordered such and such a seeds, but can't. My check is late. Um, I need to figure out like what seeds I really need. I don't really want to go through my seeds. I kind of know what I have. Or like from that mental picture of what I have, what I still need. I don't have everything I need. I know that. Um, I know we need a lot. We're gonna be looking at probably April, end of April, beginning of May, before we can get our fruit trees. God willing, everything will hold off before that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. So on one side, I did come across this customer from that comes into Riches all the time, and like literally pretty much an everyday customer. Where he works, he has access to a lot of pallets. So, he has offered to see if he can get a hold of them for me, which, as I told him, I will be very, very grateful if he can. And we're talking anywhere from 30 to 50 pallets at a time. I told him, I don't have a truck, all I have is my van. So, hopefully. If we can get the pallets, then I will just go ahead and build our greenhouse. We'll have to go out there and get everything cut down. I still really don't want to just leave Aaron in this house alone. I don't feel right doing it. He's not ready for that. Personally, I don't really think he wants to take care of the house on his own. I love my son, but he's just not. It's not that he can't do it. He can. He's just not equipped. He's not. I don't know how to put this. He can do anything he sets his mind to. He's proven that. But he's not ready. He's not ready to have to handle it all by himself. And then, I guess I still kind of feel that obligation to my mom and dad to try to make this into something they would be proud of. I don't know. I mean, that's more my goal. I am going to look into the Amish cabin anyway, because Amy might be interested in her situation with her fiance. By the time we could get all that done and ready, which hopefully grids won't be down by that time. I mean, that would be a true God-given thing, but I don't see it. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know what God has planned, except for what's in the Bible. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I can hope, that we have some time. But it's all I can do. Speakers went off, and I have to go get my beets. I cooked my beets for dinner. I'm hoping I didn't cook them too. Oh, that's hot. It was me plate. Gotta warm it up a little bit. Well, I was gonna make an apple cider vinegar drink. I was gonna do coffee, but if I do that, I'm gonna be up all night. I have enough of that on nights I work. Those cook more, and there's not enough water in there. A little bit more. Need a cover, which is gonna like make a mess of the stove. All right, hang on, guys. I gotta go get a cover. Be right back. All right, gotta get my cover. Cover my beets. Yeah, kind of all. All I want. You could have more great. It's not that we don't have food. Pardon me. Just I'm home by myself. I don't really want to cook. Really, Scott? Feeling too my chocolate. Hoping I check it. I was gonna put it in an Instacart order. Pardon our freezer. It's I don't know what to have to eat. Trying to get away from a lot of bread and again I've got my beets, which are from the garden, by the way. I'm just gonna get right into this because we are going to wait, is off grid with Doug, are Doug and Stacy on right now? No. Okay, they haven't gone live yet.
There is a lot.
Okay, hold on.
Well, is there a well, Barack Obama had
Okay. Here it is. This is the one
well, I
that
gotta be frank with you. New York is in a whole
this happened. She did this a week ago. And I don't think I covered I don't think I covered this one. I'm talking about New York City. and 25% of the city to flee in mass exodus. This is Lisa Haven, so I'm going to turn it over to her. I'm going to apologize. It is what it is, you guys. I'm trying to get information out there. Before I start this, the new health journey that I'm going to be going on is going to be with a friend of mine that's helping me through a program that she's working with. And I'm hoping to start that within the next couple days. Well, next week or so. No. As far as starting the program, in the next couple days, like tonight to tomorrow, because of my check, but whatever. Because there's some things I want to buy. But I'm hoping that, she'll be able to help me with my weight loss goals. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. But here it is. Lisa Haven. This is from a week ago. What the heck just happened in New York? 25% of the city to flee in mass exodus.
Hell of a lot of trouble.
Here we go.
So much so that 25% of the citizens in New York plan to make a mass exodus if Mamdani.
Hi, I don't know who else is on, but hi.
On November 4th.
Mandy, if that's you, say hi.
Because right now the Democrats have shown their real colors, and the fact that they're even contemplating putting Mamdani in, who is a straight up socialist, by the way. He wants everything free for everyone, which always comes at a price tag. But he is going to destroy New York if he gets in, and he's got a damn good chance at it, to be quite frank with you. Let me show you what I'm talking about here, and I'm just being honest because his views are extremely extreme, worse than AOC. But this is on the New York Times, and this is a poll that they posted. New York City mayor election 2025, the latest polls, and this is the poll between Mamdani, Cuomo, and the others. But basically, Mamdani and Cuomo. But you can see at the bottom here, it starts, September 2nd, this University of Massachusetts poll. Mamdani was up by 19 points. And if you keep going up, those kind of vary in and around the same point level. And then shortly thereafter,
last time my check was delayed like this, it didn't hit until Tuesday.
On October 23rd through 26th. He is now up about 10 points from Cuomo. In other words, he's got a dang good shot of winning this freaking thing altogether. And while Cuomo is kind of rising up in the polls, it's just not enough. He has got this 10-point lead as of now. But the real terrifying part is this guy's view.
Oh.
But before I get in, just a quick break.
Like I said, I was going to do an Instacart order tonight, but
you see something and you think, I've got to have one of those in my life, like yesterday. Well, these Trump sneakers that are gold are going to make you think just that. Take a look at these bad boys. They aren't just shoes. They're a full-on statement. They're bold. They're fearless. They're unapologetic and patriotic. And let me tell you, they don't just look good on your feet. They feel good as well. They're comfortable. They're lightweight, and they are durable. But you know what's best about these is they send a message. And a message, by the way, that liberals are not going to like. That is why you can check these out ASAP. And you can even buy them as a gift. All you have to do to check these bad boys out is go to the MAGAoffers.com/Lisa. That's the MAGAoffers.com/Lisa. And right now, if you go to my site, you can get it for 15% off just for my audience only. And by the way, you want to hurry up and get a jump on this because they are only selling 1,000 pairs. So check it out now. Anyhow,
our company offers.
Click that more with the link in the box below.
Companies that she sponsors offers.
Extreme is Zohran Mamdani. Well, take a look at this. It's not good. I got to tell you, this is the post that he made on October 17th, 2020.
I think I should have roasted those in the oven.
Very recent post, but he's very open about it. He is, right? And here it is. I had the pleasure of meeting with Imam Wajah, one of the nation's foremost Muslim leaders and a pillar of the Bed-Stuy community for nearly half a century. And you can see the picture of him right here with that man, and just the other picture he shows here. And he's very proud of this. I mean, again, this was just posted just about a week or so ago. But I love what Laura Loomer responded back, because it really tells you who this Wahaj character guy is. Zohran Mamdani brags about the campaigning at the mass today with an unindicted co-conspirator in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. One day after NYC mayor debate, Mamdani is throwing his sides to terrorists in our face. He just posted this post about how he campaigned today with Imam Wahaj in NYC. That's the one I just showed you. She wrote the story months ago about Mamdani's ties to Wahaj, and basically how he is an unindicted co-conspirator in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. And he's still an imam in New York City to this day. In case you thought it couldn't get any worse, his son, Siraj Wahaj Jr. is a jihadist ran a jihadist compound in New Mexico where he trained kids to commit attacks. He and his associates were arrested and jailed for life for training kids on a compound in New Mexico, right, to kill. Authorities said that they stockpile weapons and plan to commit murder in the name of Islam. The remains of dead children were also found on the compound. These are the people who are backing Mamdani. That's intense, folks. This is intense. This is who we're talking about, standing next to Amer Canada. You gotta start questioning ties with someone like that. And this is also on
That's the reason why I wanted to play this.
Foundation.com. New York City mayor frontrunner Zohran Mamdani publicly embraces Imam, right? And here it is, the same picture that I just showed you. But I want to show you some of the stuff that Wahaj has publicly stated he believes, right? Just talking about this man next to him. This is a video here. I'm not going to play it for you.
They're trying to get Muslims taking over
things he said. He called
government positions in our country.
A garbage can that's Soviet-sick. He declared that it's BS for Muslims to pledge allegiance to our U.S. flag. He said Sharia law must replace the freaking Constitution. And by the way, Sharia law calls for the full garmenting of women and public abuses for like women who have committed adultery. It's not something we ever want in the United States of America. He's bragged at churches, and that's how I believe it. He's bragged at churches are closing and being converted into mosques. He lectured Islam is not here to coexist but dominate, right? And of course the Quran to replace the Constitution as well. This is the man standing next to candidate for New York. And that's why I say they're in some real danger, because they legitimately are, in my belief. In fact, he made a public statement about 9/11.
I don't know.
For the actual people who died in 9/11.
Guys can watch it later.
Painting Muslims as the victims to 9/11. Take a listen to what he says here.
I want to use this moment to speak to the Muslims of New York City.
I'm going to eat all these grapes.
I want to speak to the memory of my aunt. Stopped taking the subway after September 11th because she did not feel safe in her hijab.
Speaks to my aunt who did not feel safe after 9/11 in her hijab. Right. Instead of commemorating the victims of 9/11. Look, I don't care if you're Muslim, Christian, Jew. I don't care about your faith. But 9/11, and you can be whatever you want to be. I'm happy with it. Muslims should have the same freedom as Christians, as atheists, as everybody else in the world. And I 100% agree that, right? Everyone should have the freedom to not be afraid. But 9/11 isn't about that. 9/11 was when terrorists actually attacked the World Trade Centers there and killed thousands of people. How about the thousands of people that lost their lives? One word from him. And I don't think it's a word we're ever going to hear from him. In fact, the story about his aunt might not even be true.
I'm not going to play the whole thing. That was the reason why I wanted to bring that one up.
Well, I got to be frank.
don't think Off Grid with Doug and Stacy are live right now. I haven't gotten a notification. Dang it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to the home, and then I'm gonna put these up, or I'm gonna eat all of them, and then I'm gonna bring YouTube back up. I don't think they're live. I haven't gotten. Excuse me. It would be like right. Excuse me. All right. So I guess what we'll do is we will hit full spectrum so you guys can hear some of what he has been talking about. I really need anything like that. Now, I did have some protein. It's almonds. I'm waiting for that to get done. Gonna do me the apple cider vinegar drink. Need to put some more turmeric in there. Oh my goodness. What a day. Some more turmeric in here, you guys. I'm trying to add some turmeric to my little. All right, I'm gonna pull up full spectrum. This is from the first thing in the morning, which okay, this would have been Saturday. Monday, 1, 2.
It's November 2nd, and we aren't seeing.
Okay, so this right here, breaking. Yep, right here.
So what if the
This is on National Guard being in all 50 states.
And everything that is beginning to see beginning to become a nationalistic approach is just the beginning. Well, folks, people are starting to wake up to what's happening out there, including this individual. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Couldn't believe that I actually heard Bernie Sanders go on The View and say that Democrats in Congress cannot afford to give up their salaries during the shutdown because they have small children. Like I can't believe this is not playing. This should be playing from the Republicans all day. This should be the only thing that should be video. This should be shown on Fox.
The thing is, there's such a veil of uncertainty and concern over the minds of the American people that they hear these things every day. They hear Schumer. They hear everybody saying that the pain you're about to suffer through is their leverage. It's the only leverage they feel that they have. But the American people are not yet turning their eyes toward the politicians. Disasters can strike literally at any moment. Sometimes you have a heads up and sometimes you don't. This is the complete devastation that took place across Jamaica. It moved into other countries. We see Spain getting completely ruined. You have Mexico, you have Afghanistan, you have Italy. All these places around our world are suffering disaster. There's some music playing here, so I'm going to mute it. But just look at the devastation. What used to be pretty thriving social areas completely wiped apart. Now, your area will be a little different. The labor market, according to the Federal Reserve, is not clearly declining quickly. And what that is it's language for the Federal Reserve to say, look, things aren't bad enough for us to really care. No matter whether you're in a Great Depression or not, you've lost your home to foreclosure, you've lost your vehicle to repossession, you're behind on your bills, you're taking out credit card loans to just make cash payments, you're buying your food with credit cards, they don't care. All they care about is their own. These are bill stickers that are starting to become another prominent movement of the we will just come take it, we will loot from you, we don't need to pay our bills. This is happening across your country right now. People are dying and dashing, which is a cute word that they've used to make you feel like, oh, it's no big deal, it's just a bunch of teenagers.
So people have already started
this is happening every day.
stealing and that kind of thing. Walking out of Walmart without paying for their food, or for the groceries. Walking out of restaurants after eating without paying for their
suicide in a political sense. They truly are, and we're watching it develop day by day now. This is not your father's Democratic Party. I mean, my grandparents wouldn't recognize this party at all. They have taken a hard turn to the left, and they have their pedal to the metal on that. They're going all the way, and you saw that they've endorsed Mamdani for mayor of New York City.
Don't want that getting
now. Mamdani is the guy who has said that they just need to make housing free by taking away the house that you have paid for. This is a very Canada approach, because you saw the people who just had their homes paid off in Canada. It was suddenly made law.
Open my check.
Their homes were no longer
I'll still put that order in tonight.
Originally to the native people there. And so they get people kicked out of their houses. They don't care how long you've paid for that house. This is America's future. I just
want to, but
you work so that other people don't have to. You give your taxes so that politicians can get richer. There's quick reaction militarized forces just in case you think you're not happy.
Yeah, I mean, you know what this guy is for. He's a radical leftist, a true Marxist in his ideology and his belief.
This is news covering of a young girl who was rushing into her home as 4 armed perpetrators chased her into her home in an attempted home invasion and an attempted potential kidnapping. This is not some other country. This is the USA.
It literally fell off.
Now, what these predators will do, you'll see them in this vehicle right on the top side of this video. What they're going to do is wait for you to open your door. So they target people who are walking up to their house. So if you get followed home from the grocery store, if you're at the grocery store, there's only one place you're going.
All right.
And so put yourself into the shoes of a predator
hot water,
for a moment.
the warm water in here.
If you're out looking to get into
cover around and shake it up to get that out of there.
Not just your food, but you also want the purse, and you also want maybe the GNs that are inside of the house, and you also want maybe the rings that are on her finger, and you also want the Rolex that might be on the dresser. What do? You wait at the grocery store parking lot. You know they're going home after that. Who gets groceries and then goes to work? Not very many people. You're talking about 5-10% who didn't get anything cold or just buying for that meal. Everybody else, especially with a cartload full and you see some frozen items there, they're going home. So the predators then follow these individuals home. They wait for you to take that first load inside, because that means what?
Now,
your car's open, your house is open. And how many of you watching this prepper, law enforcement minded, tactically minded,
Oh, I haven't hit
survivalist
yet, so
channel
I don't know if I'm gonna be
lock
able
the
to get
door
my
every time you
groceries
get back
tonight
to
or
the
not.
vehicle to get another load of groceries, unlock the vehicle, grab the groceries, lock the vehicle, walk up to the
No,
door,
we really
unlock
don't
the
have
door.
money for groceries,
I
but
would say 5%
we're
at best.
trying to
Everybody
we're
else
trying
leave
to
that house door open, leave
take
that
things out
vehicle
of
door
this.
open. I'm telling you right now that you need to
I
have a
need some
lookout.
things.
They call it
We've run out of a few
in the
things. I've
military. A
gotta pick
sniper
up a
has
few things.
overwatch position over people making
I'm not gonna ask
deal
Aaron to
or
go get it
hostage
because he
transfer,
doesn't get
whatever
paid
it
until
might be.
tomorrow. So it's
Operations
not gonna
is
do that.
happening. You need to have an overwatch position when you take the groceries inside. And if that
Okay.
seems crazy, well, maybe
gonna
you just
check
don't
my
understand where we're
beets.
at in this world. I bet it doesn't seem crazy to this young girl's family.
Hoping it'll boil the
Terrifying
nutrition out
moments
of
for
them.
a young girl in Union City.
My luck.
A surveillance camera captured the moment a group of armed
We're gonna
suspects
do a little bit of
chased her
damage
during what police say was an attempted home invasion robbery. This happened just before 8 last Friday morning outside a home on Tidewater Drive.
So they've made masks normal because for years they said, well, hey, you can cover your face with these masks that show only your eyes, and you should do it.
Yeah, I
You
don't have
want to
enough
catch a
left
little,
over
little
out
bug or
of my
virus,
pay
right?
today
And so now you're allowed
for me
to
to be able
walk
to
out in
put that
public with your
deodorant in.
hood all the way up, your mask covered, gloves on your hands, because maybe you're just a germaphobe. Maybe you're just on the left side of government. But no, we have normalized this so that the police can't drive by somebody with masks on their face and their head covered in a hood and gloves on their hand. 10 years ago, that would be a guy about to rob a bank.
Yeah.
Today, well, it might just be a girl with a septum ring and purple hair. And so they can't look at that and say, well, this maybe is something I should watch out for. This is suspicious. Luckily, this girl had enough situational awareness. If anyone needs an award, it's her, because she's minding her own business until something just doesn't seem right.
Moment a group
She stops. The windows all open at the exact same time. Something does not seem right.
I want
sees
some
people
chicken.
Get out. They've all got masks. They've got their hoods up. Maybe they've got gloves on. They start moving towards her. They're all looking at her. She puts the
Which might
pedal to
seem
the
weird,
metal
but-
and gets to running inside of the house. They take their armed force multipliers out of their waistbands or pockets and chase her down.
Robbery. This happened just before 8 last
And
Friday
I'm
morning
going to
outside
put
a home on
add a little
Tidewater
bit of
Drive.
cayenne pepper to
Videos
it.
of the girl walking down the driveway before she notices 4 people.
I have all the
outside of
elements
bike
of
So
everything in this drink.
So everybody who says, "Well, that's crazy," to
Apple
lock my
cider
door,
vinegar,
lock my car,
the
have somebody
honey,
watching out for me. That's all crazy. I
raw
don't
honey,
live in
raw
that
unfiltered honey.
paranoia.
Make sure
If she
anytime
would have
you
been
use it,
assaulted,
it's raw
if
unfiltered
she would
honey.
have been assaulted, do you think her parents would think that
And the
that was
one that I
crazy?
use is the Michigan
So you're
bee
watching
honey.
these things happen in our country. You either choose to wear the burden of responsibility, or you choose to be delusional.
I don't know, stuff that
Vehicle repossessions are surging to their highest levels since the great financial crisis of the 2007 through 2011 period. Almost 2 million cars taken back in the last year. Auto loan loanees are stressed. This is not slowing down. And in fact, when they start to look at what's happening right now, you'll see we're at the highest level in recorded history. Folks, you're watching Full Spectrum Survival on YouTube. This is YouTube's original Prepper News channel.
Okay, I didn't actually
Make sure you
mean
are
for that to
subscribed,
go all
and
the
if you
way.
see a hype
Actually, yeah, I
button
did want to play this one completely. Let me see.
So what if the setting up of these quick reaction? This is reportedly a video of the looting already starting, teaching people to just walk out of the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
This
play
is
all of
reportedly a
this
video
one.
of the looting already
But
starting,
this is like
teaching
dealing
people
with the
to
looting
just walk out
that
of the
started
store, showing them
happening.
that look, nothing's going to happen. This guy walked right past security, walked right past
Yep.
past theft prevention, and see, Walmart doesn't really care. because Walmart says security, you can't touch them unless there's something enforceable. And they usually don't let that happen until their artificial intelligence tells them that that criminal has already stolen a certain sum of money. And so they'll let you get away with shoplifting today. They'll let you get away with stealing tomorrow. They'll let it happen next week. They'll let it happen 3 weeks from now. And then at some point, their AI tells them that, hey, we can make a court case against this person. And that's when they catch them. So they let people get away with it, which means come this month, this year, we're going to see a lot of thievery, a lot of stealing, and a lot of violence.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, I'm gonna teach y'all the thing too, right? Whenever you come to Walmart and you got just a little bit of stuff, a lot of stuff, this is what you do. You go in here, you walk it. You don't worry about her, them, him, or them.
That's right.
About, basically, it just pushes things. You have to worry about security and shit. Look, it goes 1, 2, 3. You just keep it pushing. That's right. All you gotta do is look. I don't know where the hell is he going. Why are you running? All you gotta do is fill in the basket and walk out.
Absolute madness, what this country is coming to.
That right there. Well, I'm gonna get my beats. You need to do something about this.
Why is there 40 million Americans on SNAP benefits?
That's right.
Exactly.
Why is there 40 million Americans on SNAP benefits? That's like 1/8 of this country.
Why is there 40 million Americans on SNAP?
Early stage socialism.
2 of the largest
Amen.
truth bombs that are going to explode into the ears of the American taxpayer. We do not live under late stage capitalism. We live in early stage socialism.
Yep.
1 in 8 people across our country are taking advantage of the system. A small minority of that is the disabled. A very small. And that's a very small amount of that. And that's who really deserves and needs help.
To the these need to cool off a little bit because I can't peel those right now. They're too hot.
As a lady said,
but these are all from the garden.
Video, selling your cat, which she talks about prostitution, just to get the bills paid. That's who is maybe in a vulnerable
straight up from the garden, you guys.
But usually, it's people who are taking advantage of you, the people.
We're bouncing it too.
Because this was the conclusion of the Trump and
between 2 and 0, basically. And my check still is not hit.
There's a handshake. Trump lets the president of
I
China
don't know
go
why,
first,
but it hasn't.
A power move gesture, ladies first. And he pushes him through to his motorcade. Trump goes over to his motorcade, gets picked up there. So maybe we're going to see a change in the advantage shift here.
What if they're in the bathroom? See that or they're upstairs, darn it.
Managers and security were reportedly told to delete this video from their phones.
Nope.
This is after immigration enforcement came through, knocked to the windows, and is reported to have went too heavy-handed on the enforcement of immigration, getting people out of their vehicles. Now, you're a criminal, get out of this country. You've got children who you don't want exposed to this, and you're a criminal. Get out of this country. You're not here illegally. Get out of this country. Sign the paperwork. Do your work. Get back into this country. I want you here. Legally. If you're not here legally, get out of this country.
Yep.
We're heading to Home Depot.
Okay. So that was the part I wanted to play for you guys. And, you know, that's the part that stuck out to me. Why are there 40 million Americans on Snap?
Starting teaching people to just... It's no...
We're not going to do that one.
It's not...
National Guard attacked. This
It's not
one.
Halloween anymore, but
This
Kelly
is
and I
gross.
just roast ourselves out by finding something new out that we had never known before. This is a product that's going into your food chains across the United
This is
States of
gross.
America, everything from bread to crackers to everything in between. It's called L-cysteine, and it's actually made from human and hog hair. They buy it from barber shops, they buy it from butcher shops, and they are turning this into what they call an essential amino acid, but it's actually human hair going
Let me
inside
see if I can get me a
of your
knife and
food.
peel that off.
Human
I want to
hair
eat my beef.
in your bread? Believe it or not, even the old Google will tell you this. L-cysteine, an amino acid used to prolong shelf life in products such as commercial bread, comes from human hair.
This
And
is
let's not forget the
disgusting.
best part here, that it has been reported that most of the hair used to make L-cysteine comes from China.
So
I
what
don't
they do at these
understand
places, and
why
this is
my check
probably
is
why
not hit.
McDonald's food doesn't go bad after 6 months, and the bread still doesn't have mold on it after a year. They're buying these
It wasn't
amino
a
acids
holiday
from
today.
China,
That's
where China
weird.
buys it from barber shops and hog disposal plants, and then they turn it into this product
Doesn't
that's
say
going
anything.
into your food. I encourage you to please Google it for yourself to find out that you're eating and feeding your children human hair.
Oh.
It goes into bread, loaves, pizza, tortillas, bagels, pastries, basically anything that Mondelez or any of the big companies sell. Now, this is something that will infuriate you right here. Listen to the police telling individuals that telling someone to speak clearly could be viewed as a hate crime now. This is happening in a testing ground across the entire European world, and then they will come for you here in America.
But you've alleged to say, speak English? What was that? Speak clearly. And that's fine, and that's why we've just come to speak, because potentially someone could perceive that as a hate crime.
So now you're telling someone to speak.
Sorry, I'm
clearly is
sending out.
potentially a
There's
hate crime, and you're going to go to jail for it because what they want is a complete disruption of social
Time.
order. Let's see what else we've got here. This is a.
This is
video
starting to
about
irritate me because my check is
blue.
not hit
Now,
yet.
methylene blue, I do
Understand
happen to
why.
have some right around me here. I don't know if I yeah, right here in front of me. So methylene blue, I'm sure you remember RFK Jr., a famous video of him during the Trump campaign process. He was putting it into water and some drinking from it. Make sure that you get laboratory formaldehyde-free methylene blue if you decide to use it in your own ideas or health. So what is it good for? Well, they say it brings back your mitochondria, or the building blocks of human life. It was discovered as a dye. And what they have found is that using this is actually a long-term brain health additive chemical or ingredient. Now, they use it with low doses, 10 to 15 milligrams per serving. You have to make sure that it is not, it helps your serotonin. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving you medical advice, just giving you options.
It's like Doug and Stacy say.
Holy cow! It's the first on damn Walmart.
Doug and Stacy have not. They might not be go. They might not go live tonight. I don't know.
These are videos coming out clearly showing that the EBT slowdown or stoppage has, at least for the meantime, made Walmart safe to shop at again. There's no longer people filling up their carts with soda pop and potato chips, running through the aisles crazily because you're paying for their food so they don't have to. People are saying that it's one of the calmest times they've ever experienced. This is at reportedly like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Day one of USDA, February 13th, is we sent letters to every governor in America being very clear that no illegal aliens can use SNAP. 0, 0, 0. We asked every state for the first time in history, and this was in February, to send us their data. And
so she's saying that this started back in February. So you can start to see that and this is the Secretary of Agriculture under Trump. You can see that what they're doing right now was a plan that has been going for months. This is part of a restructuring campaign across all welfare and all assistance.
But it's also part of what's going to bring in the digital ID and all that good stuff.
That they're going to cut is the illegal or the abused use of these campaigns. So I don't expect this to stop anytime soon.
It's like the
Even
beginning
proving
of
yourself
it.
eligible for disability, or that you're doing what's necessary, even if you do have a child at a young and vulnerable age, to make sure that you are providing for them so that the American taxpayer doesn't have to, is a change that is going to come up often.
And we got to look for that 10.5 million illegal aliens that came across that border. We got to look in addition to 15 million already here. So,
sorry, I'm trying to
They're
get the
saying up
skin
to
off
40
my beans.
aliens, illegal immigrants, exist inside of the USA.
I was gonna try to eat
right now.
dinner earlier, but
now the role change. Now Border Patrol
we
is
ate
backed up.
late
Nice.
earlier,
Record
and
numbers
I didn't
of
want to
removals arrests. Right now, we already have
try
a
to get
record
everything around
historic
too
number of
early
arrests and removals. This
or
fiscal
too
year.
soon.
And we bring on 10,000 more agents by mid-January. And we're going to blow this historic number out of the water next year. So everything's working good. It's still under the leadership of acting director Todd Lyons, under the leadership of Secretary Noem.
This is a massive hailstorm that hit Brazil in the last 48 hours.
Okay.
We've seen hailstorms, tornado or hurricane-like events that weren't even associated with tornadoes or hurricanes. These things have happened all across our world. Look at how damaging this is.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so he's going to be talking about the hurricane and that kind of thing now. We are going to go back. Doug and Stacy just got on live, so we're going to bring them up and we're going to talk about some things that they're talking about now. Excuse me, sorry guys.
Premiums and all that stuff, and then look what happened to everybody. All lies, and now it's all your health care is riding on subsidies. Anytime the government has to subsidize something, that means it's a scam, because they steal your money so they can subsidize it. And also the SNAP program. We've been hearing a lot about the SNAP stuff, right? The SNAP stuff is such a scam. They actually, what they're doing with SNAP is giving their money to all their big, food processing buddies. And if the SNAP program actually does go away, all your food prices are going to come down, because they use the SNAP and all that stuff to inflate your food prices, because they have a guaranteed buy audience. Y'all, this stuff is crazy, okay? Just crazy. All right, 1370 in the house. We're going to get right into this video. We're going to talk a little bit about tonight. It's going to be a shorter video, and because we got a long drive tomorrow to go pick up this pearl powder out of testing, so we can get it to you guys who've been waiting. And we so appreciate your patience.
What feature?
And all that stuff. And make sure you guys remember, the most capable hand is that.
Sorry, it's I know it's after we've been on for an hour. I have covered the things that I was hoping to.
Own stuff, and then nobody can be bossing over you, right? Nobody can be bossing over you, because you are the master of your own destiny. When I tell you this clip, you guys are gonna be like, holy guacamole. All right, here we go.
So what are they doing this for? Money? Well, they're making $60 billion a year selling us vaccines, but they're making $500 billion a year selling the remedies for the injuries caused by vaccines. Wow. So the diabetes medication, the Adderall, the Ritalin, the Concerta, the Advair inhalers, the albuterol inhalers, the anti-seizure medications, all of those. This is
unfortunately, Scott is on Capra.
You guys catch that? Holy smokes! Let's watch it again.
Against all of those injuries. So what are they doing this for? Money? Well, they're making $60 billion a year selling us vaccines, but they're making $500 billion a year selling the remedies for the injuries caused by vaccines. Wow. So the diabetes medication, the Adderall, the Ritalin, the Concerta, the Advair inhalers, the albuterol inhalers, the anti-seizure medications, all of those. This is a really great business plan for these companies. You make people sick, and then you sell them for lifetime.
Oh my gosh, y'all! Make people sick, and then you sell them the lifetime cure. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Stacey and I talk about clean eating, clean water, structured water, growing your own food if you can, or buying locally, eating from organic stuff, which is a good.
I just left a comment and said, unfortunately, my husband is on Capra.
Plus, I don't know if you guys watched the 60 Minutes interview last night. Did you guys watch the 60 Minutes interview last night with President Donald Trump? They literally are just shoving his ear right in your face. This is the craziest thing. Here's a picture of his ear, right? Not a scar, not a tear, not a nothing on there, right? That's from last night on 60 Minutes. Okay, I posted this on X. They literally are showing all of his right side ear and everything because they know that you all are stupid, right? They think we're all just stupid, and that's why they flaunt this stuff in our face.
Technically,
Sad to say it, but it is true.
People say the picture is very good today.
Picture is very good tonight. Well, I got the. Let me get it a little bit of picture. All right.
Now it's blurry.
Yeah. It'll fix itself here in a second. When I shove that camera in front of it, it gives it the hoo ha de rah. I'll shove that camera.
Well, what's it doing?
It'll get there. Hello. All right, drop some comments if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, or if you just want to talk about anything or ask Stacy questions, and I'll be quiet. I won't interrupt her or nothing. My people perish from a lack of knowledge, right? Because the knowledge is all around you. All you have to do is seek, and you shall find. That's the crazy thing about it, y'all. Seek, and you shall
Well,
find.
people said that they couldn't see the video because they had seen it. 2 people, I thought, because people say that.
Well, all you gotta do, I'll play this video one more time that YouTube actually scrubbed, and we'll see how it does if it can hang out here. I hope you guys share this video with your friends.
All right.
We're gonna make it shorter than normal video
gonna
tonight, just
take
so
this.
people
I'm
can
gonna
see
get
this
this.
information. Okay, I want people to
The
understand
skins
this
in
stuff.
the
There's no
compost
such thing, in
bowl.
my opinion, as a good vaccine. Okay, I don't care what Savage says or any of these other people pushing it.
My fingers off.
Because it's a fact. The Most High made us in His image, right? Do you guys believe that stuff? That the Most High made us in His image? Well, if He did that, why do you need Big Pharma to come along after thousands of years of existence and shove chemicals into your body?
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense, man. Come on, y'all. It doesn't make any sense. You gotta snap out of it.
So they have to, if you should subject to
I know, because I'm a deep diver. I use the Wayback Machine, and I find all these old videos so you guys can see them. I've done a lot of digging. So you guys have seen some videos here that maybe you've never seen before, because I really dig deep and I want to find this stuff for you guys. Because they tell you the truth right to your face. But most people are too caught up in other stuff, right, to see it. Here it goes one more time. Let me turn this off here so you can see this here. I got my volume up. And here we go.
All those entries. So what are they doing this for? Money? Well, they're making $60 billion a year selling us vaccines, but they're making $500 billion a year selling the remedies for the injuries caused by vaccines. Wow. So the diabetes medication, the Adderall, the Circa.
These aren't even totally completely cooked.
Anti-seizure medication.
All right.
This is
Dude, that makes me mad.
People say,
I mean, that's crazy, y'all.
Susan just said she just tried to put it on Facebook to show her friends and said YouTube was taking it down.
I'm telling you, Facebook will take it down in 2 seconds. They will not waste any time taking that down. Trust me.
And then Janet wants to know, why does my garlic turn green during fermenting? So
Normal.
Janet, it's just the sulfur compound in it, and sometimes that happens. You're like, oh my gosh, it's green or blue, it turns different colors. It's fine, it'll go away. So if it keeps fermenting, it'll eventually go away.
How do I help my dog get rid of the itching and stomach bugs? Quit feeding them kibble. Y'all, dog food is bad for your dog. It's not, just think if your dog was out there doing this thing, he'd be eating out of the trash, killing animals. It's just like us. We're not made to eat this highly processed garbage food. And that causes you to have skin problems and stomach problems and intestine problems and all these problems.
So the one thing that I will say for animals is making them a homemade diet. Look into it. There's lots of books. You want to buy it. Dr. Karen Becker has written Forever Dog and Forever Life. You can find other, natural types. She's a holistic vet, where they'll give you ideas on different recipes. You could cook it, have it raw. If you have an older dog or cat, I would not start on a raw food. Generally, it's kind of tougher because they've been eating maybe the dry stuff they want to send. You might want to start with cooked food, and then start feeding them real food, because
they've been eating this highly processed, just like us having McDonald's and all these highly processed food, hamburger helper all the time and all the time and all the time. And then what happens to those people? They get sick too. So dogs are getting the same thing. So here's the other thing. Some people might say, oh, well, I can't afford it. I can't do this. So what you can do to help is add live, good, healthy foods into their kibble, which would be like, you know, raw eggs, or if you need to cook the egg, sardines are an incredible form of omega-3 fatty acids that they would need. Maybe depending how big the dog is, I would be adding coconut oil. You know, if it's a big dog like Molly, you know, I would give her like a, you know, not a tablespoon or a tablespoon in her food, but if you have a little dog, maybe half a teaspoon or a teaspoon, depending how big or little the dog is. That helps a lot internally with itching and things, but the yeast and things is candida for having very high carbohydrate foods, which is causing all this kind of stuff.
That's also what causes,
so most people can get,
you know, a lot of eczema and psoriasis kind of things.
Vaccines cause a lot of itching and problems in animals, like you can't imagine, especially dogs. So, you know, yeah, vaccines are, you know, for a dog, once you get them,
everybody.
I'll have to send
Don't get them. She has pearly white teeth because she uses the pearl powder, y'all, which we're not selling tonight. But if you want to get a candle because the holidays are coming up, you want to bless somebody with an air purifier that's natural, made from 100% beeswax, 100% cotton wick that we make ourselves right here in Missouri at the Missouri Tea Company, then you should get one. There's the link right there, offgoodwithdougandstacy.com. Hit that shop tab.
Yeah, Teresa says my dog has been eating raw food since he was 4 months old, and he's 14, and his energy of a puppy, he's largely got.
Yes, and yeah, they have great teeth.
Yeah, my dogs have
great teeth, no stinky breath, no extra itchies, nothing like that. What do you think of yerba mate tea?
Sissy, I love yerba mate tea.
Do we have that? We don't have that. We have matcha tea. She loves matcha tea. You can get yours. It's linked right here.
Well, I wanted to start carrying yerba mate.
We are gonna.
Yeah.
Right now, we're working on our metal label, y'all.
Yeah, I'm working on that. I'm gonna finish this one.
You better.
So, on yerba mate, it's got a caffeine in it, but it's a natural kind of caffeine.
I'm hoping I didn't
like crazy buzz and that crash. It's very helpful, very, very, very helpful. You know, green type of tea. I love it. It tastes wonderful.
Dang, y'all. So we're not doctors. We don't say what on
hit yet.
We're just going off our personal experience. We've cut that scam out of our life.
Probably
We are better for it. We're healthy. We have vitality. You know what I mean? We don't look to them for any kind of issues that we have. We heal this stuff ourselves using comfrey, herbs. Our herbal teas can all be made into tinctures. You guys can get your herbal teas right here.
I am going to order
or even hand-picked. There's the link off good with Doug and
all of
Stacey.
their teas. Not all at once because I can't afford it, but
sunlight. Okay, don't you guys remember all the old movies and all the old pictures where they would wheel people out into the yard and let them sit in the sun all day? They don't do that anymore. They keep you all pinned up. You barely can get a window in the place, and the air conditioner is freezing you out.
Oh, Rare Breed just said, and I just watched Soylent Green again.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Soylent Green, you know.
My mom watched that movie.
Because then you're gonna wonder how McDonald's sells billions of hamburgers, and then you're gonna wonder why the stories come out, why there's fingernails in your food, right? You don't want to, y'all. Be careful out there.
So Laura, I want to know. She's in California. She says we get fined $300 in California if we don't vaccinate. Well, how do they know? If you walk down the street with your dog, do they check your papers?
No, but if you haven't want to go to the vet, they won't let you. That's how they get you, man.
That's why you need to be your own vet.
That's why they get you. You don't need to take your dog to the vet. For what? Checkups? You don't need that stuff. They do fine without it.
That's why for you guys, no, we don't. But I'm just saying, start educating yourself and getting lots of books on, you know, and look on YouTube. You can find a lot of good holistic doctors on YouTube. Dr. Andrew Jones, yeah, he's a vet too. He does a lot of natural vet stuff on YouTube. And Dr. Karen Becker, I really like a lot of her stuff. There's a lot of good stuff on Facebook with her too. She does a lot of good stuff on Facebook.
Make sure you hit that thumbs up.
And then watch all the videos on with her.
Yeah, they're really good.
She can go through a lot of stuff.
There was a time where they were banning her videos because she was trying to hit you guys to just take care of your animals yourself.
Reba McEntire. No, I don't have my glasses because we came back.
We just got through from bucking 250 bales of hay.
So, and we're not home.
Man, we just barely made it. I'm going to show you guys this video one more time for all the latecomers. I want you guys to understand this information and know nobody's making this stuff up.
And then I'm going to talk real quick. Jake wants to know how I trip Molly's nails. You walk your dog on
concrete, rocks,
and they will have the most beautiful.
Yeah, we've never trimmed their nails. But if they live in the house all the time on carpet and stuff, then they're never going to do it.
And then I just get the.
I've never trimmed my sheeps either because they're outside on the rocks.
We do want this.
No.
The older ones.
Okay.
Rambo.
13 years of doing it. I probably trimmed them 3 times maybe. And that's just some of the older ones when they got really old.
But linking various vaccines to all of those injuries. So what are they doing this for? Money? Well, they're making $60 billion a year selling those vaccines, but they're making $500 billion a year.
Wow.
Selling the remedies for the injuries caused by vaccines.
Wow.
So the diabetes medication, the Adderall, the Ritalin, the the Advair inhalers, the albuterol inhalers, the anti-seizure.
That makes me mad.
All of those. This is
some of the anti-seizure. That makes me mad.
Lifetime.
You make people sick and then you sell them a lifetime cure.
Why did young man that was then
It was why.
Charlie Kirk?
Oh, and on about this Charlie Kirk stuff. Just gonna keep unraveling.
I'm so adamant about.
But like I say, if you like the Charlie Kirk Jesus,
leaning towards.
Pay attention. It's gonna
not just leaning towards, but going full on with natural remedies and herbal medicines and that kind of thing. Because.
Get your tickets for the Homesteading Live Conference. All you have to do is type that in your Google search bar and come see us live in person with our great.
I'm actually thinking about
limited seating. We only have we don't try to sell tickets to everybody and their mama. Only you and your mama.
Working on trying to start a homesteading conference here.
Listen to our great speakers, learn some great homesteading tips, off-grid tips, health and nutrition tips, and it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, a lot of health stuff, a lot of homesteading stuff, lots of everything.
Yes. So get your tickets, okay?
Oh, so Lisa said, I just ordered the comfrey tincture from Dr. Patrick Jones. I'm
not sure how we go about doing it, but
around the rotator cuff, how will you apply the tincture on the area, please? So Lisa, that is one thing that we use all the time.
Yeah.
On the tincture bottle, you take it off and you'll put like a spray on it.
I just used it.
She uses it all the time.
I just smashed my knee, y'all. Oh
yeah.
My G.
And then you just spray it all over it. And that's it. So just let it soak in there really good wherever you have issues. And then just do it, you can do it
this is my dinner
or something. And do it for a couple days. And it should see how it does. And kind of
grapes and beets. Hey.
But on your rotator cuff, just know that's going to take a little bit longer. Rotator cuff.
An apple cider vinegar.
You might also want to look into, so that would be for just general, like quick trauma, because they call that bone knit. So like broken bone, bad sprains. I would look into DMSO. Maybe DMSO.
What is DMSO?
Dimethyl. I forget.
I know, but what is it?
It's made from wood.
Anyways. So
right.
Dimethyl salt.
I know.
I always forget.
It's been on for over an hour. But you know what? We have talked about. I have brought up what I wanted to bring up. And you know what? I forget a lot of things because I have a lot going on with work and stuff, you guys, which is the reason why I rely on these videos. And I like to pull up Doug and Stacy because they're a wealth of information. And it passes it on to you guys when you do watch the video. Excuse me. And
then if you have any problems, then you can go ahead and trim your toenails how they are. But try to trim them straight across, let them grow. But some people keep messing with them and then turning them in, so they kind of make like upside down view. You want them straight across, and generally that doesn't happen as much.
And just know that during November and December, you're going to see a lot more commercials on YouTube. This is their money making time. So if you guys are wondering about that, the November, December, they really cram the commercials in because they're getting maximum dollars because it's that time of year. Because it's the reason for the season is about getting your money out of your pocket.
Boots.
I'm trying for memory.
Yes, buddy. I love you. I'm trying to finish eating.
mushroom, you can get it in powder form.
I love you, Boots.
You can just mix it with water.
I guess you just love on it.
In your coffee. It goes very well with mushroom.
I'll love on the buddy.
Nettle tea, also goes for the memories.
Yeah.
So, those are a couple. Is incredible for
This juice would
recall,
be go
memory,
in.
your, you know, your
The
cognitive abilities, and also retention. So that's a really good one. Matcha, a lot of people really love the matcha. It also
Again,
helps
I
you to get your
apologize, you
focus.
guys, but I'm not going to apologize
So,
for.
so yeah, matcha. A lot of these teas, I'm just telling you guys.
I apologize if you guys think it's boring, but I'm not going to apologize for how I'm going about this.
Or something that's a really big deal. But it's so easy to make an infusion out of, you know, making teas, having a cup of tea, putting these herbs, and maybe start learning, you know, like we have the mullein tea that's wonderful for your respiratory health to help with asthma or bronchitis, or you have gunk in your lungs. And, you know,
The mullein tea.
It's good because it thins the mucus. So it's sort of like more of a natural type Sudafed, I guess you could say.
Yeah, mullein
And so that's mullein. So, you know, like start learning some of these, like like I said, the nettle is just wonderful for, you know, urinary issues or just the strength of your urinary.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of thinking of possibility of a homesteading conference.
It's in stock soon.
I'm not sure where I would do it.
We have to have these nice labels because
Definitely wouldn't want to do it in Lansing.
it's good for your information and good so you know how to use it. Also for kidneys and any kind of stuff like that, dandelion
I
tea.
got that before. Actually, I did the dandelion.
So you can get dandelion tea. All these herbal teas are on our website, offgoodwithdougandstacy.com. Hit the shop tab. It comes from the Missouri Tea Company. That's ours, and we make everything there is for your health and your.
So I'm wondering if maybe
thank you, Robert.
they would let us have it at the church.
Fasting is great.
Be just like
well,
figure out like a 1-day thing.
Yeah, on mine. So those are.
I gotta step it up.
Doing clean water, structured water. We can't tell you enough. We always talk about tmhw.net and the structures. So, you know, getting structured water so that your water has memory. And by doing this, it'll erase the memory.
I'm gonna go on that website.
Your body will absorb the water better.
I love on the body.
You want your cells to be.
I love on the body.
They're filled with water, and you don't when you drink water that dead water. Like, it's been
it's been fluoridated, fluorided, you know, all this stuff.
I love on
That's
the
why they
body.
capture. Listen, this is why they capture.
I love on the
water,
body.
the food, the air, all this stuff is.
You're my
good,
buddy, aren't you,
and they're
buddy?
poisoning it. Okay?
Aren't you,
Get
buddy?
Stacy's book. She has a
Buddy.
remedy book. You guys can get the books right here at this link. She has great fermenting books, which is good for your gut health and bacteria health in your gut.
But
it's also good for your remedy.
You know,
it's also good for all the things around the house that might go wrong that you can fix for yourself. Just really good
everything
information
that
and stuff and
covered,
get
everything, you know, the videos that I've brought up,
the
the
dependence
information
on
that I've
what
brought up,
books
it's
in case they
all.
start doing something crazy with the internet.
well, Jen said that she was doing hibiscus tea, and hibiscus tea is like
It's
the highest
great.
vitamin C. It's good for your skin.
Great high.
It's all coming to one thing, okay? And that is being able to survive in a situation once we get there, because we will, where we can't go to the grocery store and buy food. You can't get medication, prescription drugs, which are poison anyway. What are you gonna do? You just gonna lay down and die? Or are you gonna do what you have to survive? Get your homestead started. Figure out your gardens. Our gardens for 2026. I've got to get my chart for the amount of plants per person. And I've got to think possible grid down. Because, again, as I said, we could be looking at 13 people. So, I mean, we have to be ready. And I'm going to have to set my emotional issues aside for now and work on the homestead. I've had a lot of issues, and I'm just going to have to suck it up and walk away from it for now. So I still have apples to turn into apples. I kind of waited because I wanted to get some more, and then I didn't get to Meijer to get them. And then my check is not hit tonight yet. I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know what the deal is with my check. It's kind of bouncing between I don't know. Doesn't say it's delayed, so it just hasn't hit yet. So, I don't know. Yeah, I have apples that I need to turn into applesauce. I did get the jars I need for the vinegar. I still have not gotten downstairs in the basement. I'll admit, I've put things off. I have been so wrapped up in a lot of the issues that I've had and things with me and Scott and just trying to fix things, and I need to pour into the homestead because time's running out and we almost don't have any time left. So I get the pallets that I need and, work on getting things started, like the greenhouse, because that's an absolute necessity. Now there's a few things, there's some videos that I've been watching on the Amish and how they've heated their greenhouses. So I think I'm going to research some more of that stuff because I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I've got plants in the greenhouse and say I have a propane tank and a heater and everything is good with that, and then all of a sudden the grids go down and I don't have enough propane. I don't want that to happen. So, got my buddy. I got my buddy. Remember when he was my little buddy? Not so little anymore. You were so little at Christmas time. Yeah. I gave you kisses anyway. We can get the pallets. Then, we'll be on the way to being able to really start doing our builds, our smokehouse, our outdoor kitchen. See, with that, I'm going to have to get some money saved up and get a wood cook stove. And not real sure where I'm going to get it from. They are selling one at... Probably smell my beets. family. They've got a couple for sale at Family Farm. The other places that I was looking at, they're really expensive now. I would have to save up thousands of dollars. Like about $4,000. I wouldn't be able to save that up. So, okay, I would be able to save that up. It would just take longer than the winter time. So, I don't know, the outdoor kitchen though, I might be able to just do that build. I'll have to pull that up again. Not even sure where it is. Might look that up again. Anyway. We haven't been able to get out. We haven't gotten out and taken care of the old chicken coop yet. I need the cattle panel. Haven't had the money. Money's been a big problem. I've said this. I want to be able to get our dairy goats. I don't know if we're going to be able to before grits go down. I don't know. Hoping, praying. You know, I've kind of been. I've put a lot of things off, and I shouldn't have, and I know that. And it may cost us. But I'm going to start fixing that. So tomorrow we've got to get out and work on the garden and start getting it winterized. And I know what I want to be able to do. We'll see. I need to be able to get all the garden beds. I'd like to be able to get the garden beds that aren't going to fall apart. You know, that we don't really have to worry about replacing right away. You know, because wood is okay, but I don't have the money to get the materials like the wood that is going to last for 10 plus years. I don't have the money. So, it's going to have to do what we got to do. And, you know, I'll keep you guys updated for sure. And we'll just have to see what happens. But I might just go ahead. And I'm going to turn this back on for a little bit. And then probably just call it a night for the live. So.
Hydrator.
Yeah, it's excellent.
And it's really good cold as well.
And it's red and it's good for your blood vessels, your blood pressure. So like all these little teas that you start adding, it's huge.
If you want to get cell salts, you just click the link on.
She was talking about the hibiscus.
Scroll down to you see the handsome Dr. Cowan.
I want to get some of that.
And then you'll see cell salts. Also in the university.offgridwithdouglastacy.com.
Oh, I just got back onto that.
7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, just like every Wednesday. We'll be talking about cell salts and the benefits and, you know, everything about cell salts.
So that's going to be Wednesday.
And last week, on that Wednesday. Our library of books. Everyone really enjoyed that. And we gave away a couple as
well. Oh, yeah, this is what I want to talk about. So there are lots of issues people are having. We can talk about a lot of different things, you know, from tinnitus to, you know, just any kind of sickness or whatever we want to talk about.
Yes, Harry, it's a small bag.
So being properly hydrated can solve many problems. And I can't tell you enough. People think, I'm just going to drink out of the tap. I'm going to drink the chlorinated water from the city, which I would not recommend. It's killing everyone. It's just terrible.
Not fit for human consumption.
Then you heard, you know, get a filter. You know, you want to get it clean, reverse osmosis or whatever it is. So, you know,
she's right about the hydration.
Okay, that's great. But it's going to take out everything. We need to put the minerals back in because our body, just like the soil,
Redmond's real salt.
So we need to put the minerals in by using the salt. We always talk about the Redmond real salt. So putting a pinch of salt in, and you know, you guys can get that at our link for the discounted off of redmondstacy.com too. But when you put the salt in, you're going to remineralize it. But there's a step that lot of us have forgotten, and you're hearing a lot more about, is when you structure water, because when we got water from nature and it was coming out of the springs, it was going down, vortexing down the rocks, it was kind of aerating it, and just kind of making it alive. And so that's great water. But our water has been stored, tanked, it's been chemicalized. People are putting their medicines in it. They're putting stuff in the bathroom. Everything's being mixed together. You know what I mean? It's just lost anything. And water is life. So if your cells are not hydrated inside them, you know, they have it's like the stuff called easy water. So once you structure it, it erases the memory of what's happened in its past.
I'm gonna actually try to start doing this.
Clean up and get the memory, then we remineralize it, and then you drink it. Then when you drink it, it's going to fill the cells up. Life to help stay plump, to ward off anything that could mess them up. It could, you know, any bacteria that gets in there. Your cells are hydrated, that you're able to
think clearer,
to be able to do things. Your
He's
skin
my
looks
body.
better. Just everything about how you're feeling, your energy, blood comes back. A lot of people find that a lot of.
Glad I didn't do the coffee tonight.
Start disappearing.
I made it.
just
Glad I
changes
didn't
over
actually
there.
drink it.
If you could pick one thing, I'd say for most anybody, if you could change and start drinking consistently structured water, that would solve a tremendous amount of problems. Taking supplements, taking herbs and all that, you know, is going to help. Yes, of course they're going to help, but I would always start with water and light, getting out sunlight, and then you can go ahead and start adding the herbs and all that. So we talk about it a lot. Structured water is amazing. TMHW.net. And then, you know, a lot of our teas that we talk about are so simple and easy.
I want to get
Make
their
them into hot
hibiscus
tea.
tea.
And just add it in your daily regimen. You know, drink water and some good herbal teas, and you got a lot going on, and that can really do a lot for your health.
And I really am going to get rid of the pump. The last time I had it was on my birthday.
And get
So it's been almost a week.
Candle to purify your air. That stuff really works. We have a lot of people that have breathing problems and asthma and everything, and they say that this candle burns a long time.
I've also found that like the carbonation is starting to give me really bad heartburn.
Sleep and all that stuff. If you have kidney stones, you might want to drink more structured water, you know, not the junky water. And then you also might want to get
probably God's way of being like, no,
and
just stay away from that.
Your ailments,
you know,
have to do with your diet.
Okay, I will.
Okay, your diet. It all boils down to garbage in, garbage out.
I did good
now,
tonight.
I was reading a lot of people are like,
I did have some chocolate. My little coconut chocolates. I had a yogurt this morning.
Changing your water, a lot of that.
I had my last Atkins mocha coffee
really bad at young age.
Latte. This morning, I don't have any more, but I was gonna get maybe stop it. Stop.
It's not sick water.
Quit. She keeps messing with the cat.
Yes, what about the frequency for the beeswax candles? There is one. And it as negative, erases negative ions in the atmosphere. Man, this stuff is for real, y'all. Get one, try it out. Long burn times, you won't be sorry. Get one for your family, your friends. Christmas is around the corner. I know you guys like to do that stuff. And there's the link. Okay?
So in the kitchen with grandma, how do we make it for free structured water? Well, you could, it takes a little more time, but if you have your water, make sure you get it's pure, it's in reverse osmosis and you're getting filtered water. And then once you have that, you can put a squirt of lemon in there, all right? And then you need to put like a nice pinch of salt in there, and you're gonna need to stir it. You're gonna stir it, you're gonna stir it. You know, maybe do it 15 times one way, and then reverse it so you make that vortex for like 15 times the other way.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off from here. I've let this play for a while.
Y'all, this AI stuff, yeah, right there, Soylent Green. This AI stuff is gonna get off the chain, right?
What is that? What's that for? What's Soylent Green?
Soylent Green, it's a movie. You ever seen it?
That's a movie. I thought don't they have a like a
drama, 1973.
Yeah, but
jeez. All right. yeah, so our garden, I'll keep you guys posted. But if we can get the pallets, then I'm going to be looking at definitely building the greenhouse. I'm going to be working on the outdoor kitchen. I'll probably even just get the materials and build that stove for the outdoor kitchen. We'll be building the woodshed workshop, the smokehouse. And I'm still considering feeder pigs just because, food. So, I don't know, that's going to be a lot more work with fencing and that kind of thing. So I'm still considering that. I definitely want to work on getting the structure and everything done for the goats and not the structure. We're getting the cattle panel and getting it all set up for the dairy goats. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the live, and I'm going to figure some things out and see what we could possibly do for a homesteading live conference. I'm also going to work on getting the materials for that off-grid washer. And when I get the materials, I'll do a video on, building it and that kind of thing. I might end up going upstairs early. Kind of don't want to do that to Boo. Your body. What about your body? Anyway, I'm really tired. Plus, I don't want to let this get over 2 hours because people aren't going to really give it much thought. And, I've covered quite a bit and see what happens. I'm hoping that I have Monday off next week. And hopefully I can get a live going Monday. I will definitely let you guys know. Please like and share the videos, you guys. Pass it on. Pass the channel on. Get your homestead started. Like, seriously, get your homestead going, you guys. It really is the only way you're going to survive once grids go down. It really is. Chickens, eggs, roosters, so you can keep your flock going. If you have feeder pigs, you need male and female. Now with pigs, I'm going to say probably only need one of each. Though, the Crazy Farm Wife channel, they have, I think, 2. 2 males and a female. No, a male. 2 males and 2 females. No, they have only one dominant male that they like breeding with. I don't know. We would probably just go with one of each. The dairy goats, we're probably going to do 2 males and 2 females. So, we'll see. We might end up with some ducks. I don't know. Rick Brokaw did not say anything to us after church. He might have forgotten. But we might end up getting some ducks. I'll let you guys know if we do. But I'm going to get off from here and end the live stream. And you guys can pull it up whenever and just leave comments and talk to me, you guys. And hit me up. Especially if you want like a t-shirt or whatever, hit me up. I'm still working on getting materials and stuff that I need for everything. So, and I am planning on opening up the art gallery again. I've got to get more canvases, more paints. Remember, a lot of my stuff ended up being left down in Oklahoma, but I will see you guys in the next video. Do your research, you guys. Please do your research. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Keep sharing the channel, liking the videos, passing it on. Go through and watch our videos. Next week I think I might touch on the videos that I did in Oklahoma when we were on French Lane from the homesteading survival site that had could you start a homestead and then adapting to the homestead mindset or something like that. And there were quite a few other ones, but I might touch on those. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off from here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't think I'll do another one tonight. I am tired. I've just been so emotionally wiped out. But take care, you guys. Make sure you keep checking those subscriptions and stay on that because YouTube does unsubscribe people. So, and like and share the videos, pass it on, talk to me, leave comments, and just do your research and get those homesteads started. Get them started. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.